back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. After taking a few weeks off to decompress, to chill, to get our heads back together. But yes, we are back to talk all things movies, TVs, entertainment, streaming. We got Loki, we got some Gen V, we got some Highlander. We have some sad news to start off the day with. But before we get into that, of course, I am joined with the big dog himself, Mr. B to the C.
Yeet.
The sleepy one.
Bro, look.
The sleepy giant.
It's not my fault this time. I drove everybody around last night, and you know that's the one bad thing about being the one sober person in your crew. You know what I'm saying? You end up being the driver, and everyone lives 30 minutes apart from each other in Dallas. So
you're the transporter, Jason Statham.
Facts.
We got some Jason Statham news also coming up later on, but I gotta tell you guys something really, really important. Really important. I just found out last week that if you guys don't know, you guys know I'm in the Navy. Right?
In the Navy.
Hip hip hooray. But I did just found out last week that December 28th will be my last day in the Navy. I will be a disabled veteran. I'll be out.
Getting out.
Getting out, man. Full retirement.
Full retirement. That's dope, man. Congratulations.
Full retirement. So
congratulations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with that being said, December I'll be able to put in terminal leave, which is pretty much the leave that you accrue. You can cash that in and then kind of roll out early. So with that being said, I'll be down in the great state of Texas. Houston.
Welcome to hell.
Houston, I shall be there around December 20th, right before Christmas.
You know, right I was just in Houston too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a much
humid.
Better city than Dallas, right?
No, it is not.
No.
Oh my God, it is so humid.
That's what I was told, man.
So
I'm not looking forward to the humidity.
Oh my God, it's just sticky, bruh.
Yeah. So sticky. But I have follow-up news.
You in Paul Wall City. What's up, dog?
Group of grills. Go get me a grill. Smile for me now. What you looking at? Pow wow, baby. UGK. Underground Gangs.
What you know about Pow Wow?
With that being said, I'll only be in Houston for a few months. Because in the fall, I'll be moving out to Daytona, where I'll be starting pilot school. Take it to the skies.
Take it to the skies.
Yeah, Top Gun.
Fly, Top Gun out here.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
For you, that's exciting news.
That's some big news.
Can't wait for you to get all up and running and going and becoming a pilot.
Yeah, bro. So with that being said, December, January on the show is going to be a little shaky. What's E-Man for Wildin' Out? Shaky. Little shaky. Just as we move everything around, get everything set up, try to figure out where I'm going to be shooting this thing. I don't know. It might just be in the corner of the bedroom, just like huddled over a laptop, like Smeagol in the darkness. You don't know. I don't know what I got to work with yet. So we'll figure that out. But
King Sport Kyle in the chat. Everybody got an AR-15 in Texas. Yeah,
hey man, what's up?
And welcome to Texas.
I'm beyond the streets.
Buy a bottle of whiskey, get a gun. That's a law in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
I probably get my concealed weapons. You know, it's really easy for military guys to go and get their concealed weapons. It's stupid easy.
My buddy Zach just got his concealed carry.
Yeah,
he's not in the military. He just got it. He's like, I'm still not gonna carry it, but you know, I got it. I'm like, all right, dog.
I'll be out there strapped up, son, with my grills. But nah, man, so that's just a little update I want to get to you guys. So when December does come around, especially around the holidays, we're going to be taking some holiday time anyway. Just with setting up with the new system. Want to give you guys that heads up. But that's all the announcements I have. But it's pretty big announcements, though.
Those some good announcements, man.
Those some good, solid announcements.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna. I'm really excited, man. It's gonna be a good adventure for you.
Yeah, dog. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey.
Now, shifting gears, yesterday, got some very sudden, shocking, tragic news.
Oh.
Going ahead and open this moment of silence for Matthew Perry, for Chandler, from friends. So, if you're in the chat, go pour some drinks out in the chat, throw some thumbs up in the chat, throw some prayers in the chat, whatever for Mr. Chandler, Mr. Matthew Perry. What was it, 54, man. In his jacuzzi, they said.
Yeah, he had apparently, from what I understand, I haven't looked a lot up because, again, I was out late last night and I didn't want to depress myself any more than just hearing the news of him passing.
Yeah.
So I didn't really look anything up. But from what I understand, had cardiac arrest while he was in his jacuzzi and ended up drowning.
Shame.
It's such a shame. It's sad.
Because he was like on the road to recovery. Right.
No, I think he's been recovered.
He's been recovered.
Now, granted, that road is a continuous road.
Right.
when you fight in abuse or addiction, it is a continuous road. There is no end to that road. You got to keep going. But the good thing is from what I understand, this had nothing to do with drugs. This was just
just a sudden
heart attack in the jacuzzi.
Pivots.
Again, probably years and years of drug use.
Yeah,
is what led to this.
It's taxing. Taxing.
Same. That's the same thing that happened to Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero had just celebrated some kind of sober anniversary and then had a heart attack because it's just so many years took a toll on him.
Man, I just saw a video streaming about Eddie Guerrero a few days ago. That guy was so great. He was so great.
I'm rewatching back in the the Attitude Era now, and I'm watching WCW and WWF, and I'm like, oh my god, Eddie back then. I didn't think I respected Eddie enough. Now that I'm rewatching him again with a new vision of going through wrestling, I'm like, oh my god,
he was spectacular.
Eddie really was one of the
greatest,
true superstars that revolutionized wrestling.
Cut short, man.
Yeah,
cut short. And then Fred Tastic is in the chat. He did mention Richard Roundtree. Shaft passed away earlier that week too. I don't want to forget about Shaft.
So sad.
Yeah, he lived a much fuller life. I think it was like 83 or so when he passed away.
Yeah, but man, Chandler was like my favorite of the Freds.
Yeah, he was.
Joey
was my guy.
Well, see, growing up watching the show, I was always like, "Yo, I'm Joey. Like Joey's my guy." We don't share food. We're both Italian. We love to eat.
Yeah.
I like girls. He gets girls.
How you doing?
How you doing? I say how you doing all the time, and it's all because of Joey.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I realized, oh no, I'm Chandler. I hate life in the world.
Chandler was probably Joey was great, but Chandler, I think Joey was the one true friend, if I'll say that, of the friends. He was like the friend, but Chandler was great too. I like him a lot more than that other guy,
Ross.
Yeah, he was kind of,
Chandler was great, and Matthew Perry he seemed like such a good dude, and he's definitely going to be missed.
It was wild to hear that he was going through a lot of that when Friends was happening, because from the outside looking in, if I was to pick one that I thought was going through trouble, it would not have been him.
No, well, if you go back and watch, you can tell because of his weight, his weight fluctuation.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think it's season 5 finale. Him and Monica get engaged. All right, and he's pretty big dude.
Oh, Monica, man.
Season 6. Opens up at the same moment, like they leave right where they left off.
Right.
However, Matthew Perry is now sober, and he has lost like 100 pounds. So if you watch them back to back,
you know what? Yeah,
you're like, oh my god, that is a jarring change in your weight.
Yeah, now that you brought that up, I remember when he got really, really skinny on there. Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about all the negatives. It was thank you, Matthew Perry, for all the fun. And King Sporkal was in there. He was like, go watch the whole 9 yards. Man, whole 9 yards. He was great in it. Fools Rush In.
I was about to say Fools Rush In.
Yeah.
And you know what else is an underrated, incredible movie that he did? Oh God, now I'm blanking on the freaking name, but it was him.
Should have got some sleep.
Chris Farley. Do what?
Should have got some sleep. You'll remember.
I should have got some sleep. It was him and Chris Farley, and they were going on this. They're going on the same quest that Lois and Clark do, but they're like always a step behind Lois and Clark.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's good.
So they hate Lois and Clark. They're like, no, that stupid Lois and Clark discovered it first again. It's so good, and it's one of Chris Farley's last movies. And it was just, they were so fun together.
Man, that was tough. I didn't expect to see it. I did not expect to see that yesterday.
That just came out of nowhere.
Like the Richard Roundtree one, I was like, man, that sucks. I wasn't shocked. You know what I mean? He lived a good life. But rest in peace, Chandler. That's all I can really say on that. And King Sporkhouse in there, he's saying that Jennifer Aniston was his spank bank.
Okay,
so
nice.
Good to know. Good to know. She had the nips out, bro.
Always.
The nips was always ready to be like action. We out here. You know what I'm saying? It was real. But yeah, hard to pivot away from that. Now, we do have some news on the strike. BC, you sent me some stuff yesterday. You have a little bit of more of an understanding about the actor strike than I do.
I didn't actually look into any of. Did you ever look into that?
Okay, so all I really saw is that the strikes are still continuing, but they've been steadily in there, bashing it out, working on it. And I think that from the report from yesterday, they're working through the weekend. They're saying that they're making progress, right?
So my friend Emily is she does transportation for film and stuff, right? And so she hasn't been working during the strike. She's like, there's nothing I can do. So all the actors don't need to fly anywhere. Mm-hmm. But I was talking to her about it last night, and from what she looked up like they're just waiting on the AMPT letters and shit.
Yeah.
So
AMPTP.
Yes, there you go. Oh, it's right in front of me too. I'm stupid. But they're waiting on them to respond. That's what it is. That's the only thing right now. Is like, all right, we just wait for them, and more than likely the response is gonna be good. So,
well, I mean, I know they got under a lot of pressure, the union, from a lot of their own people. Because
if it don't get done this weekend, then it ain't getting done until next year.
Yeah, that's facts. But especially whenever the president of the union pretty much was saying like, don't dress up in Halloween costumes for strike stuff. Like in this word, that's what we doing. Like even Ryan Reynolds put out a tweet like, I'm gonna scold. I'm gonna call my daughter a scab. She's not in the union, but I'm just getting her ready. Then you had, I think they said like George Clooney and Tyler Perry and all these people got on a call with the union president. Was like, yo, hurry this shit up. Like you're being mad petty, asking for like 53 cents per subscriber. That all came out. I don't know if they're actually in good. I think now that they're negotiating in good faith, but before it sounded like they kind of weren't negotiating in good faith. I know we want to pin all the blame on the studios, but at the same time, the union also has to be negotiating in good faith as well. Mm-hmm. Right? That's people aren't working right now. It's like, hey, don't be out here being petty.
Fair.
We ain't got time for that.
We ain't got time for the petty.
We ain't got time for that. We got shows to make. We got movies to make. Speaking of a movie, I love Henry Cavill. You love Henry Cavill. They were both big Henry Cavill fans. Now the question is, are you a fan of Highlander?
I had a gimmick in wrestling where I was the prize of the Rabbit Empire. I still consider myself the prize of the Rabbit Empire. And that was a gimmick that was taken from Highlander. Because my manager at the time, Nigel Rabbit, he loves Highlander. He's like, yeah, it's a great movie. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's do the prize. And that was my gimmick. All right. Mm-hmm. I had never seen Highlander. And then he found out about that and he was furious.
I mean, yeah. There can be only one.
Not seen Highlander.
Well, Highlander is a pretty good movie, man.
Yeah, I wanted to see it just so I can go, Ricky Bobby, I saw the Highlander movie. It was shit.
I forgot about telling it. I'm saying that. But nah, man, I mean, Yeah, Clancy Brown in there, baby. Mm-hmm. You can't sleep on Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown, baby.
Clancy Brown's always just good to see, man.
He is.
And he's in a lot of stuff right now.
He is.
He's just popping up, just being Clancy. You know, that's Lex Luthor. But, nah, man, so we do have some news that Lionsgate is moving forward with a Henry Cavill Highlander reboot to enliven a strike hit market. So pretty much Lionsgate got the rights to it. They're pushing forward. Henry Cavill's the new Highlander, man. Henry Cavill, The Witcher. We discussed
hear something about Highlander with Ryan Reynolds a while back.
Did we?
Did we? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering something, but I could have swore I remember hearing something about that.
I think we heard originally like he was up for this and maybe he was casted before, but I don't know if they were moving too far with it.
No, whatever it was, I know they weren't far at all.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much what they're saying is we hear this will be a big budget proposition north of $100 million. I think $100 million is pretty good for a Highlander reboot. You don't got to make it too CGI heavy. Hopefully they don't. I mean, I'm kind of tired of a lot of CGI heavy movies. You know, get back to practicality. It's pretty good. The new movie will be based on the '86 original, which starred Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, and Clancy Brown as immortal beings hunting down one another and collecting more power. The time-jumping film, with its "There Can Be Only One" tagline, spawned 4 sequels and 3 TV series, including the popular USA series starring Adrian Paul. Queen memorably provided the soundtrack for the original movie.
Yeah, I had a Queen theme. I had a Queen entrance music too.
Did you?
Highlander. Yeah, from Highlander.
Stilinski, who's tapped to direct it, has directed all 4 John Wick films, which have been a goldmine for Lionsgate. Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, Cavill and Stilinski were attached and reported before the strike. So the arrival of the Highlander reboot is a shot in the arm for the AFM, whose business has been hampered by the SAG after strike. This and Kevin Costner's Horizon movies, which we told you this week would also be on sale, are the 2 biggest budget prospects revealed for the market so far. So yeah, Highlander, man, Christopher Lambert, dude.
That'd be dope. Yeah, Christopher Lambert was fucking badass.
Fucking
man.
Raiden, bro.
Raiden.
Fucking Raiden, man.
Everything he did, I'm just like, motherfucker was Raiden.
No, I know he's a Highlander, but that motherfucker was Raiden, bro.
That was Raiden.
That's what makes me so confused when I look at the new Mortal Kombat game, and I'm like, you know how Jean-Claude Van Damme is Johnny Cage?
Yeah. Johnny Cage.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert. That motherfucker's Raiden. You break it up. What'd you say?
I love that so much.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, man. White. You got me now.
Mm-hmm.
Am I good? Mm-hmm. I go, man. Yeah, man. White boy Raiden.
White boy Raiden. I'm here for it. Just like we got I forgot what's his name. Scorpion. The guy Hanzo. He's Scorpion. You know. Yeah. But nah, I think Henry Cavill's a good choice to be the new Highlander. I mean, the guy's not busy enough, in my opinion.
No, he's not. It is really ridiculous that Superman is not in more stuff already.
You would think.
Like the fact that we're all sitting here waiting on Superman to do more stuff.
What a world.
Yeah.
What a world we live in, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's in 85 movies. Shit, even Taylor Swift is in the movie theater this weekend.
Hey, man, you think that thing's going to be on streaming? The Eras Tour?
Gotta be.
I would assume, but so here's the thing. I realized the other night I was gonna go see it. I was gonna see the Eras Tour at AMC theaters. I got A-list. I'm gonna go see me the Eras Tour. I'm gonna go watch me some Tay out there. I'm gonna be singing, shake it off.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait.
You think Taylor Swift should do the soundtrack for the new Highlander movie?
Fuck yeah, she should. She should do the soundtrack to everything. She's Tay, baby.
Yeah.
T-Swizzle. So I'm excited to go see it, right? I get in my little AMC app. I click my time. I'm like, yeah, I go. I got A-list. I'm good. I'll go see it for free. All right. Boom. They go, the Eras Tour is not a part of A-list. This ticket is $24.99.
Taylor, you ain't worth that.
I said,
you better get your ass on the A-list.
I'm coming to see you.
Taylor, get on the A-list. God damn it.
No. If it ain't, I ain't spending money to go see a movie.
We too broke for that.
I ain't coming to see you.
Broke. Five broke. We ain't got it. Broke. Five broke. Nah, man. All right, let me get to the chat real quick on this Henry Cavill stuff. King Sport Cow, there could be only one. Fredtastic 314, there could be only one with 2 lightning bolts. King Sport Cow, my mother loved the Highlander TV show. Fredtastic, Sean Connery played a Spaniard.
A Spaniard?
He played a Spaniard.
Sean Connery played a lot of things over his time, so.
Mom and Comic Nurse, that sounds interesting. King Sport Cow. He showed me some sweet decapitations. Everybody loves a good sweet decapitation, man. I am immortal. I have inside of me blood of kings. Queen. Is that the song that they made?
It's one of the quotes and shit.
Got it. Christopher Lambert definitely had the forehead from Fredtastic. He was always Duke and McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Lambert. Duke and McLeod.
Bruh. He talked about that man's forehead. Like, God damn, that's Raiden's.
Yo, his forehead caught a hell of a straight, isn't it?
That's Raiden's forehead. You need to calm yourself. You can get struck by lightning.
King Sport Cow said I would throw up at a T-Swizzle concert. I'm guessing from all of the libations and all of the fun you're having. Right?
Dog, there's nothing better. There's nothing more crunk. Dog, I got so many friends that got to go see T-Swizzle. I wish I could have gone to see T-Swizzle.
For real?
I mean, I ain't paying.
I ain't trying to pay for that.
What?
I would go to the 50 Cent concert. I'm hearing that 50 Cent concert was fire, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right, switching gears.
I've seen 50 live. 50 was dope live.
Yeah, that's my dude. Many men wish death upon me.
I remember. I mean, it was a long time ago, but that whole crowd, many men wish death upon me.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Blood in my eyes and you can't see.
Yeah. So we talked about Jason Statham earlier. You're the transporter. You know, you are the transporter, my friend. But so is Jason Statham. Yeah. And we just got news that he's making a new film written by Sly, bro. Written by Sylvester Stallone.
I saw this in your text, and I was like, this doesn't sound safe.
Nah, it's going to be amazing. With Jason Statham as a protagonist, David Ayer as a director, and Sylvester Stallone as a screenwriter, it says right here. I'm going to zoom in. What can go wrong?
What website?
I don't know.
Where?
What can go wrong?
Those motherfuckers are assholes.
The charismatic Jason Statham, famous for his action roles, ready to make his mark in an exciting film titled Levin's Trade. This production is the result of a collaboration between Black Bear and Block Film, the new production label of former Miramax boss Bill Block. Miramax, man. Remember Miramax? The film would be directed by renowned David Ayer, director of Suicide Squad. I wish he would have wrote director of Fury, personally.
Yeah,
I think Fury is a superior film.
Squad is the bigger film.
Yeah,
most people know.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's based off of a book, I guess. 11K Book 1, a vigilante justice thriller. Let's go, baby. The film is special not only because of the incredible team of talent involved, but also because it marks Sylvester Stallone's return to the world of writing. This script is the first he has created since Rambo: Last Blood in 2019 and Creed 2 in 2018. I like both of those movies. Stallone, an Oscar-nominated screen icon, has adapted Levon's Trade from the novel of the same name by famous comic book author Chuck Dixon. This book is the first of 11. Oh, shit. 11. And 11K's popular thriller series. Furthermore, having his friend Jason Statham is synonymous with guaranteed success. 11K, played by Jason Statham, a man who has left his turbulent past behind and seeks a quiet life, working in construction and caring for his daughter. However, his life takes an unexpected turn when his boss's daughter disappears. Forced to harness his deadly abilities, Levin embarks on a dangerous quest that plunges him into a dark world of covert operations and criminal conspiracies. The viewer will be swept along on an exciting roller coaster full of action and suspense. It's scheduled to film in London in March 2024. Boom. Boom.
They took all those words. They used a lot of words there.
Yes.
To say Jason Statham plays Jason Statham in another movie.
There you go.
They took all those words to write this fucking article when they could have just gone, yo, Stallone's making another Jason Statham movie starring Jason Statham.
There you go.
Boom. That's all you had to say. The exact same plot. The guy who, the retired secret agent, he's got to be pulled back for one more minute. No, just Jason, stop doing the same movie.
Can I ask you a question? Is Jason Statham going to go down as the first action star that no one remembers any of the names of the characters he's played?
Lee Christmas.
Shit. Okay. You. That's a good pull. I couldn't remember. And I don't know his name. I don't know his character's name in Transporter. I just know he's the Transporter.
Yeah.
In the Expendables, he's Jason Statham. And the movie with Melissa McCarthy, he's Jason Statham. Every movie he's in, it's just Jason Statham.
I know his character in Expendables is Lee Christmas, and then I know his character in Hobbs and Shaw is Shaw.
I guess it is, but no one's gonna remember like Shaw. Like, oh yeah, The Rock, Jason Statham, Fast and Furious movie.
We're The Rock and Jason Statham. We're in Fast and Furious without Vin Diesel.
There you go. That's the title.
Have you seen the trailer for his? Like, he's got another movie coming out right now. Beekeeper. It's called Beekeeper.
I haven't seen this.
And the beekeepers are, the off the grid Secret Service of America, and he's the retired one. But someone kills his neighbor.
Oh. And then he does Jason Statham things?
He comes back and he does Jason Statham, and they're like, he's beekeeper. Like a beekeeper? Ooh. Like, seriously, watch the trailer. It's just... I
love how here he's a carpenter.
Yeah, see?
Hammers and wrenches, saws.
There's literally a line that he goes, honey is flammable. Who knew? I'm not kidding. It's in the trailer.
David Ayer being attached to it.
Flammable, I think the line is actually.
Okay, with David Ayer being attached to it, let me ask you a question. Does it raise your anticipation to see it? Do you think it's now a different quality?
I think David Ayer is a good director. I've liked just about, everything I've seen that he's done.
Yeah.
He's not, oh my God, this changes the project, but it makes you go, okay, so this is an action movie with Sylvester Stallone writing it and Jason Statham in it. Look, I'm sitting here making fun of Jason Statham movies. Doesn't mean they're not fun. I still enjoy them.
They're fun movies. They're fun movies.
Put on. Plus, we got to remember, Stallone wrote Rocky.
Yeah.
And the first Rocky is one of the best movies ever.
Rest in peace, Paulie.
So, yes. So, hey, maybe Stallone comes out here and turns this thing into something incredible. Maybe it ends up just being another movie that Jason Statham can now do 9 different sequels to.
Well, there's 11 books.
Or 11, but okay, so 10 more sequels to.
Yeah. I mean, remember how successful Meg was? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jason Statham kicks a shark in the face.
Yeah, he comes out of retirement, kick a shark in the face.
Then he does it again. Meg 2. Bigger sharks.
Came back
bigger Jason Statham.
Exactly.
Let's go.
So yeah, David Ayer. All right, cool. It's gonna be a fine action film.
Do you remember the first time you seen Jason Statham in a movie? I can tell you, it wasn't the Transporter series for me. It was in a little small movie that you may have never heard of.
Let me hear it.
The One with Jet Li.
Okay, that wasn't a small movie.
I know it wasn't.
Or you freaking nerd. I was like, where is he going with this one? The
first time I saw Jason Statham, it was a fantastic movie. It's pretty much like the Highlanders of Jet Li movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to look up right now. What was the first thing I probably saw him in?
It's probably Transporter.
No, Ghost of Mars.
Ghost of Mars.
Yeah, that definitely is. I don't think I recognized him in that.
I think I stumped the chat, by the way. I really was like, yo, can you think of a character name? And everyone's in the chat pretty much like, yeah, you're right. I can't think of any actual character name. You're the only one, I guess, with like Lee Christmas.
Yeah, that's the only one I know. That's only because I love the Expendables. You want some of his names?
Yeah, let's run it.
Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Bacon.
Okay.
Snatch, Turkish.
Okay.
Turn It Up, Mr. B.
This is getting better each time.
Ghost of Mars, Sergeant Jericho Butler.
Hell yeah.
The One, MVA Agent Evan Funch.
Evan Funch?
Yeah.
Word.
Mean Machine, Monk.
What?
The Transporter, Frank Martin.
Is his name? Oh, you know what? It is Frank. It is. He looks like a Frank.
He's Handsome Rob in The Italian Job.
Okay. Oh, The Italian Job. That's actually pretty good. I forgot about The Italian Job.
Ethan Greer in Collateral.
See, no one remembers any of these
Cellular.
names.
Ethan Greer in Cellular.
Cellular. Okay.
He's just Airport Man in Collateral.
Airport Man. Dude, these are great. No one remembers any of these names. No one remembers any of them.
Crank. Chev Chilios.
It should just get to the point where in the script, it's just Jason Statham. Just come up with a name for yourself. No one's gonna remember it.
What's his name? In Death Race.
What was it in Death Race?
That motherfucker's name. Jensen Garner Frankenstein Ames.
Wasn't his car like? Didn't they call him Frankenstein? That was like the name of the car.
That's his nickname, Frankenstein.
Oh my god.
13. He's Jasper Badges.
Jasper Badges.
The Mechanic. He's Arthur Bishop.
These are some AI Chat GPT created names.
A Home Front. He's Phil Brooker.
I love how this segment has turned from let's talk about this movie to like, can we name any of his characters?
The Meg. Jonas Taylor.
His name is Jonas? No, it's not.
His name is Jonas.
Jesus.
Oh man!
And then of course we got Shaw.
And upcoming, yes, the Beekeeper. His name is Mr. Clay.
Mr. Clay. Oh man, that's fantastic. I love it. Jason Statham, the man of many no names.
Right?
Oh God.
Many no names. I love it.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Guys, are you excited for what did I just fucking say? Lenovo? 11's trade? Oh man. Just want to know. I just want to know. Are you guys excited? Are you excited for Sly writing this? He wrote Last Blood and Creed 2 are the last two writing projects he did. David Ayer's directing it. How do we feel? With starring the man of many no names, Jason Statham? I love it, man. Oh God. Let's see what the chat is saying. Let me throw out a few of these. Case for Cal, didn't the last Expendables tank? Yeah, I heard that last Expendables movie was rough, bro.
Yeah, look. I enjoyed it because I went into it expecting an Expendables movie, and that's what it was. I was fine with it. I mean, it was more of a Jason Statham movie than it was anything else. It was literally just matter of fact, they retire him in the movie, and then he pulls himself out of retirement. Damn, it was a Jason Statham movie.
I feel like if you do any Mad Lib for a Jason Statham movie, he always is retired and then he unretires himself.
Yes.
I love it. Fredtastic, he said could have just said Statham's kicking an airplane. Sounds good.
Your boy Taken, Liam Neeson is Liam Neeson runs in different locations, and Jason Statham just kicks legs in different locations.
Oh, no, what did I just do? I think I messed up the chat.
What'd you do?
I think I clicked something. Uh-oh.
What'd you...
Chat, are you still there? I just clicked something on the chat.
Chat.
Are you still there, chat?
It's me, chat. Are you still there?
Are you still there, chat? I did someone in the chat to say something. I don't know if I blew this. I think I messed up the chat.
Did you blow it?
I think I blew it pretty bad.
What's it doing? Like, what do you mean? What is wrong?
Oh, man. I just had like this thing and I side clicked on my mouse. Yeah, I think I ruined the chat. Oh, no. Okay, they're still saying they're here. Okay, cool. I just have to change screens is all.
Okay.
All right. We're good. We're good, guys.
All right.
We're good. We're still kicking. God damn it, Jason Statham. You messed it up. You messed it up. With that being said, I can't look at the chat anymore, so I'll let you read the chat from now on.
Okay.
All right. So moving on. Before we talk about Loki and before we talk about Gen V, there's one last thing I want to talk to you about. And that is the Spawn. Remember we were talking about Spawn a long, long time ago in the galaxy far, far away. Jason Blum. Not Jason Blum. We heard that Todd McFarlane was going to be directing this Spawn movie. He's going to write and direct it. And then we heard that Jamie Foxx was attached to star in it, right? We didn't really know where it's going to be made. Well, we got some updates on it. And I guess it's over at Blumhouse, man.
Yeah, well, that's what would happen if Jason Blum was working on it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that for a minute, bro. You expect too much of me. Hold on. I'm trying to fix it. It's like being weird. Jason Blum is saying that pretty much this is going to be a Blumhouse version of a superhero movie. It's going to be edgy and original.
Really? Oh,
yep. Breaking news, guys.
Comic book movie is going to be edgy and original.
Well, it is Spawn. I don't know if
I don't give a fuck. Stop saying, "Hey, this comic book movie is edgy, bitch."
It's like on the bingo card of like shit to say when your comic book movie's coming out.
Right?
Yeah, I hear that.
Right?
I hear that for sure.
It's a new take on the Batman. And this one, his parents die.
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be edgy and original as compared to other superhero movies. It's going to definitely feel like the Blumhouse version of a superhero movie. I mean, that excites me. I mean, I do like Blumhouse Productions. I think that they make very, very good movies, and I think that they have a different look, a different style. They don't overinflate the budget on those movies.
They list them down here. Look at Megan, Get Out, Paranormal, Insidious, The Purge. Yes, Spawn needs a horror feel to it. You remember when they were talking about Suicide Squad and they were like, it's going to feel, Batman feels like a horror villain in this. Yeah. That's how Spawn should always feel. Like, matter of fact, the movie shouldn't be about Spawn. The movie should be about another character within the world of Spawn, and Spawn is there. And and we feel the presence of Spawn. Like, how cool would that be to be the first superhero movie that we're not following the superhero, we're following someone regular, and Spawn is like a figure in this world that looms over you the whole movie. That would be insane, man.
Yeah, I mean, and Spawn is one of those characters as well that it's just so uniquely different than a lot of superhero movies. I mean, lots of superhero characters, you know, is very similar to Ghost Rider in origin, if you really want to go there with it. Very similar to Ghost Rider, but his look. If we just talk about the way that he was drawn, and Todd McFarlane, he's drawn some really goofy looking comic books in the 90s. That's really pretty much when he blew up. I'm not a huge fan of his art style, me personally, but I will say that Spawn, I mean, he also did create Deadpool, so hats off.
Did he?
No, that was Liefeld. That was Liefeld.
Yeah.
That was Liefeld.
I didn't know that.
No, they came together and created their own, like, I think they created their own, like, was it Vintage Comics or Image Comics or something like that they made?
I'm not
something
sure.
like that. But, yeah, Todd McFarlane, I'm not a huge fan of his art style. But, hey, Spawn was awesome. Spawn was great. Michael Jai White played a pretty good Spawn back in the day.
He was so good, bro.
With John Leguizamo playing that really whacked out clown. That was not so great, you know. What were your thoughts on that movie?
Shut your mouth! Don't you talk about John Leguizamo's clown like that, dog. John Leguizamo, that dude literally in there on his like this.
He was full. You know, he was fully committed.
That man went through work to do that role.
Method, bro. Method. What does it say here?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, Todd McFarlane gave us Venom.
Venom. Thank you.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
yeah,
because Venom's the reason I'm a Spider-Man fan. Venom is the reason I'm a superhero fan. Venom's the reason I love comics because I grew up loving Venom.
We are Venom. And you know what? That was that Lethal Protector comic. I got that comic book, bro. I got that comic book.
Lethal Protector. I love it.
The Lethal Protector. But yeah, I mean, it says right here, we just signed Jason Blum yesterday. McFarlane said in the video announcement, but I think this was back in 2017 when he said all that stuff. Jamie Foxx set the star. That's pretty much all we have. So once again, it's one of those movies, man, where it's like The Crow. We've been hearing about this for years. But for Jason Blum, head of the studio, to come out and talk about it does make me feel like, all right, they're actually moving forward with this. The head of the studio wouldn't open his mouth and say something about it if he really didn't.
True.
Unless you're Kathleen Kennedy, then you just say anything's in development and then nothing fucking happens. Didn't mean to go there. Sorry. Was that a low blow?
Did you watch the news?
I gotta watch it.
Special.
I gotta watch it.
Oh my God.
I gotta watch it.
They go so hard at Kathleen Kennedy. It is so fucked up.
I gotta watch it.
Goddamn good.
I gotta watch it. Was it justly deserved?
It's so.
Claps.
This is probably one of the best South Park episodes and things I've seen since the movie. Like, it's so goddamn good.
I gotta watch it. I knew it came out. I saw Gina Carano roasting her on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah.
Going off on it. But yeah, I gotta catch up on that specifically.
Oh my God, they go so hard.
Case Park College remember saying, like, Todd has said this numerous times, nothing comes of it. I understand. If it was Todd McFarlane speaking on it, I would not have brought this up. But since it is Jason Blum bringing this up, he's pretty much the guy that's writing the check to make this movie. Mm-hmm. You know, Todd McFarlane doesn't have the money. I don't want to say doesn't have the money. He's not the one financing the actual production of this. So it is a little bit different that it's coming from Bloom than Todd. But I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. We're on the same page. Finger guns. I got you. We here. All right, now shift the gears, man. We have what the thumbnail says. We have two shows we need to talk about. Right? You see, I did a little Longhorns for you. That's what y'all do. It's like Spider-Man.
Feel you.
But.
And that cracked me up in the Spider-Man movie when he's trying to figure out how to shoot the web. Go, Web, go. And he just goes. I love it.
Does he do a thumbs up? I think it does a thumbs up. We have two TV shows to talk about. So we're going to talk about Gen V. And then we're going to shift to Loki after that. Gen V, I'm all the way caught up. BC is watching the newest episode tonight. So try to stay away from those.
Episode behind.
So stay away from those spoilers. All we really want to get to is our initial reactions. Not initial, but our thoughts on the show so far. Right? Up through episode 6, I would say. So you saw the episode with Soldier Boy.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you didn't watch the other one. So if you're in the chat, you are caught up. Try to limit the spoilers. We don't want BC to lose it. Right? There's a lot going on.
It's been good. It's been very entertaining. I'm really liking this series. I'm liking this more than I liked the last season of The Boys. The last season of The Boys was good, but I kind of got to the point that I was like, okay. But this, I'm all in, and I'm really excited for it. I'm watching it on Sunday nights. I know it's a little late, but I watch an episode of Game of Thrones and I watch an episode of Gen V, and I love it, man. And it's just so much fun, and I'm really enjoying the show. They did a great job casting everyone.
They did a great job casting. I like I like how they wrote this. I like how it still ties in. It feels like the Boys universe. Even the one thing I would say is I don't have a character that I'm grabbing onto yet. that I'm like, this is the person who I'm watching the show for. Like before, it was like Butcher or Highlander, Soldier Boy. That's my guy now, right?
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed with episode 6 due to the time that my homie was on screen, but I'll take it.
Oh yeah,
I'll take it.
Actually, I was watching. I was like, this is fucking pointless for him to even be here.
It really was. It was pretty pointless.
He's here is just to have him here.
That was a prime example of a cameo that they're doing for the sake of doing a cameo.
Yes.
Right? The cameo didn't really push anything for it. It really could have been any other person there talking to him. Right. Flick the bean. I was still here for it.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. Emma.
Mouse.
When she shrinks.
Yeah.
Lizzie Broadway's character. I love her so much.
A lot of people like her, man.
It's her attitude and it's her energy. She's so much fun.
Yeah. She's a really, really good character. I mean, I don't really dislike any characters in the show. When I'm watching it, I'm always doing that thing in the back of my head. I'm like, okay, so that's Professor X. Okay, that's Magneto. Okay, that's Iceman.
I do that a lot.
Okay.
You know, remember, I used to have this real big kick about how I wanted The Rock to be in The Boys.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be their version of the Hulk.
Yes. I remember this.
But now I go, we now have a version of the Hulk. And that's...
Is it the black dude?
No, it's Sam.
Oh, yeah, Sam. Okay. Yeah.
Because when Sam gets mad, he goes berserk.
Yeah.
And destroys everything, and he's unstoppable. He is, for all intents and purposes, the Boys universe's Hulk.
I'm glad you said that because I would have made that connection because he doesn't get big or turn green.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't become a monster, but he becomes an unstoppable.
And he looks at people like puppets.
Yeah, it's puppets, but he's like ripping that shit up like Hulk would be ripping through human beings.
Yeah, that's a good correlation, man.
Like this is their version of the Hulk, and I'm like, oh my, because every time he gets mad, that's what happens. That's what sets it off.
Yeah. And
he's kind of like split personality-ish, which is kind of one of the Hulk's things. So,
yeah. I hear you.
And I love it. I think he's great. I love that. It's so good. It's so good. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, man. I like...
Cricket. That's her name. Cricket.
Is that her name?
Yes.
I like Cricket.
And yeah, Cricket is Black Widow calming him down.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
See?
Gotta give him that punani.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That calm me down.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah, man, I like the show, man. I mean, it's staying true with what we know The Boys is. It's a lot of blood, a lot of gore, all that kind of good stuff.
Oh my god.
This last episode, I know you haven't seen it yet. I have a
hard time telling my friends to watch this show because I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of penis explosions.
Yeah, there's quite a few. This last episode, I will say, as far as progression of the story, we get a lot.
Okay, good,
we get a lot of this, so definitely something we need to come back to next week, for sure. Because I think there's 2 episodes. How many episodes are in this season?
I am not sure.
Not sure. Okay, I don't know if it's going to 9. I don't know if it's 8, 9, or 10.
That same thing about Loki the other day too. I was like, man, how many are in Loki?
How many is in Loki?
Because given the ending of this season or this last episode, I'm like, man, how many more episodes do we have? Shoot.
Yeah. Who's the black dude in Gen V?
Who's the actor or what?
What's this kid's name? I can't remember his name.
The character's name or the actor's name?
The character's name.
Magneto? No.
No, not Magneto. That's his dad.
No, he is basically Magneto. The character name is Chance.
Chance?
No, Andre. The character name, Andre. Actor's name is Chance.
Okay, I like him.
Oh, he's so good.
I think he's doing an incredible job performing.
Good. Yeah.
Especially that episode that you just watched where they're in the woods and he's going through everything, and then they find out about him sleeping with the old girl.
Which is weird. For some reason I thought everyone knew.
I thought they were poly, bro. The whole time.
I thought they knew.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a secret. I was like, oh, well, didn't the interviewer bring it up?
Yeah, I thought they knew, bro. I think was it the fact that they didn't know they were sleeping together while he was alive? But I thought the way
were they sleeping together while he was alive. Did they say that?
Well, I think they were sleeping together while he was alive.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, I think that was the betrayal. It was like, you was cheating on my girl.
That makes a little more sense then. Okay. Yeah. I guess I missed part of it or something, but yeah, that.
Am I right? I mean, guys, let me know in the chat. King Porch guy, let me know. Like, is that the deal? He was sleeping with her while Human Torch was alive, right?
That whole part of it felt very forced.
Because I thought they were poly, dog. Because I thought they were poly this whole time. Because you know how Gen V is doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought that. I always thought that little Arnold and her were together. That was their relationship. And then homie started sleeping with her, and I felt that. I was like, okay, well, this is cliche, so I know this is gonna happen. But I didn't understand why everyone else got so mad.
Yeah, I think it was like they were sleeping together while Human Torch. I'm just calling him Human Torch.
That would make. Yeah, I got you. That
was
would
alive,
make more sense.
And they was creeping. Got to creep.
That would make much more sense.
Did you catch that?
Creep.
Yeah, did you catch that reference?
I feel you.
Got to creep. Yeah. No, I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. And it did get renewed for season 2. So there's a season 2 coming.
Awesome.
Yep, it got renewed for season 2. And so pretty much what Eric Kripke said is that Gen V season 1 is going to hand off right into The Boys, which this episode shows how that's happening.
Okay.
And then The Boys, when that ends, season 4, it'll hand it off back to Gen V season 2. So that's what they're doing. It's
okay.
They're doing that with it, right? And someone in the chat mentioned the Diabolical TV, the cartoon show. I like the Diabolical one, but I do like Gen V more than Diabolical, just because I would prefer my shows in live action than animation.
I heard they referenced something from Diabolical though in one of these episodes.
Did they?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, oh, that's
maybe. Cool. Maybe I gotta go back and rewatch it.
Do that little.
Yeah.
I need to watch it for the first time.
We just find out more about old Bloodsport. I don't know what we call her. I don't know what her name is. I'm just called Bloodsport.
Bloodsport, Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About a little bit more about her, and she has some connections out there. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Yeah. So definitely something to watch. Now, the creme de la creme. I'll just say this. I love the fact that we got 2 shows again that I can watch throughout the week that I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying.
It feels like we was watching happy. Flaming Dragon, and what was else going on with Flaming Dragon? I can't remember. Miss Marvel.
I think The Boys.
Was it The Boys? Okay.
I think it was The Boys.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's good. Now, let's get into it. Loki, season 2, episode 6. AKA shit hit the fucking fan. If you guys haven't watched episode 6 of Loki, guys, we're you know the Lando Project. We do not stay away from the spoilers.
As we just stayed away from the spoilers.
You know, we did for you. I do it for you. I don't do it for the chat, right? But Loki, we going all in on the spoilers. And it's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since we talked about Loki, right? Lots happened. We got Jonathan Majors coming in, right? I don't think we've talked since we've seen Jonathan Majors in that second episode, right? We haven't talked at all about Jonathan Majors so far. I can't remember.
Think so, no.
I can't remember. Jonathan Majors come back in. He's playing Victor Timely variant, the same guy that we saw at the very end of the Ant-Man Quantumania post-credit scene, right? We finally get a little bit of that. We figured out what's going on, a little bit of Miss Minutes, a little bit of Ravonna. Right, they kind of going on a little path. They working together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to be upset with Owen Wilson, with Mobius, because he don't give a shit who he was on the timeline, which I think is healthy. He's like, listen, I'm cool who I am, but they're like, you should care.
Exactly. And
they're like, you should care. And he's like, bro, I'm good. I like my pie.
Fact.
I like my pie with it. I like my green
pie.
I like my weird green pie, man. And y'all over here trying to make
so obsessed with people doing better. Like let him just be him.
He was happy, man. He is so content.
He's such a happy person.
And they want to bring him down. Everybody in that room is acting like a bunch of Rosses. Just bringing him down. Bring it down, Joey. Just shitting on Joey's apple. Shitting on Joey's weirdly green fluorescent pie.
I don't think that ever happened in any episode of Friends. I watched a lot of Friends back in the day.
I just feel like Joey was always the butt of the joke. They just kept kicking up.
I know, that was just...
I don't know. Is that key lime pie? It's a weird green pie.
It is key lime pie.
Okay.
I got a question, though, and I'm really confused, and this really bothers me now. Why the fuck is everybody in the TVA human?
I mean, as opposed to what? You want like Beta Ray Bill to pop in there?
Why is everybody like there are different?
I think it's just because Kang is from Earth.
Timeline. This is the universe, right?
But I think it's just where Kang's immediate proximity is Earth.
I guess, but if you were gonna make the timeline, would you not have people from all over the timeline on it?
I guess so. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, why does Palpatine only hire humans?
That is also true. Okay. And then I was just like, yo.
I would just say this. Makeup department.
Saying, oh, my God. Like, 1 billion people died. Bitch, like a gaga zillion people died. Because as you delete all those fucking branches, you're not just deleting the billions of people on Earth. You're deleting all of existence.
Yeah, there was a Thor over there that just got wiped out.
That's
Thanos.
Gaga zillions, a word that is not created.
They killed 18,000 Thanoses in a blink. In a blink.
Like, you know Thanos never existed.
Bruh. That girl was a savage. So let's talk about this episode, man. We got some more Ouroboros, right? So pretty much this episode, they bring
Opie and Victor Timely together. It's so good. It was so good.
It was so funny, man. They're pretty much shaking, like when they're shaking each other's hand, there's like, you inspired me and I inspired you. We're really best friends. And they're like the most egotistical people in the room at the moment, but they're also not. You know what I mean? It's like, I like this. I like this pair. Victor Timely comes into the TVA. They need him to fix the loom, right? He gets an Ouroboros. Turns out his little contraption that he has to get at the end of episode 5 is going to be used to plug into the loom. Therefore, boom, fix the loom in broad strokes, right? Ravonna and Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes spoils to Ravonna early on in the episode about how He Who Remains wipes the memory of everyone in the TVA, including her, after he kicks her out the door, right? We found out that Ravonna was right hand to He Who Remains. So that kind of spawns the whole Miss Minutes and Ravonna teaming up. Miss Minutes and Ravonna have the most gruesome killing of people we've ever seen off screen in Marvel.
Yo, Miss Minutes is Chopper, bro.
Don't say that.
Miss Minutes.
Don't say Miss Minutes is Chopper.
Did you not see her face when they were killing them?
That ain't Chopper. Chopper ain't like that.
Chopper is a war criminal, and so is Miss Minutes. They
Miss
are the
Minutes
exact
is wild, bro.
The only difference is we understand what Miss Minutes is saying. That's the only difference between the two.
Miss Minutes is the epitome of no wrath. Like
that bitch is violent.
A animated woman scorned. Right? Just pissed. And that was it was so crunchy and you could just hear it. Very well done by the team.
The worst was when B-15 comes back in there and you can just see it. Like, they don't show you anything. They just show you her face.
That's all you needed, man.
And you're like, oh, that's not good.
Man, does it feel like the writing on this season is much better than it was in the first season?
I don't know. It feels about the same to me.
I feel like it's load superior, bro. It's just the pacing, the writing, the tenseness. I don't know. I'm feeling this a whole lot more. The first season was good. I'm not saying it like the first season I always had like as a B minus, right? B minus to a B, 83%. This is riding at a good like 92. Like I'm digging. Whoever the writers, I don't know if it's Michael Waldron still. But,
I love that. Okay, the one thing I will say, I do have one little negative thing about this.
Yeah.
it's not really like this show could have been called Time War, and it could have been, you know, about Jerry, not Loki. You know?
Okay.
That's my only issue. Is like, okay, I can get this, but why? Like, what is Loki? Why do we need? Why does Loki need to be doing this? What is Loki helping us do? What's the point of it being Loki? Because he's not doing very many Loki things. He's just dressed as a normal person. We don't see his magic very often.
Well, remember the magic isn't allowed in the TVA.
I know.
Okay, so that's all there.
Going, okay, well, I mean, that's your way of, okay, how can we limit the money using Loki's, well, he can't use his magic here. That's a TV thing. You know, like the Flash. Oh, he's going to run off screen in the TV show. He's doing he's fighting this crazy stuff off screen, whatever. And we're saving money so we don't have to use the money on Loki's magic or whatever it is. I wish they would do, like, there's no other other than Kang right now. There's not really much other Marvel that we're seeing. Like, I would like to see somehow, and I know it will tie in eventually, but there's not a lot.
I hear you.
Because we're on a whole nother plane of existence.
Yeah.
You know, like Miss Marvel, we're in the world, so there's references. There's no references in Loki because we're on a whole nother plane of existence. So I get why there's not, but at the same time, I'm like, I would like to have something.
I'm not tracking. Like, I mean, I think I kind of understand what you're saying. Like, how does it connect to the bigger stuff? But at the same time, I feel like this is the most is connected to the bigger stuff than any other project so far.
I mean, kind of, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to we've been hearing the multiversal thing. Kang is the big guy. I'm getting more of that here than I have with Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion.
We're getting much more about Kang than we have in anything else, and they're doing a much better job showing us him.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Just at the same time, it could be Bob. You know, it didn't have to be Loki. It could have just been Jerry.
Well, I think it's because it's going to end with Loki being the new He Who Remains.
It's interesting.
I think Loki's going to end up because Loki already buys into what He Who Remains was trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I think it's going to end with Loki being the new He Who Remains, trying to manage the timeline. They're going to go recruit Deadpool, and then that's how we're going to get into Deadpool 3. And I think they're going to end up making Loki in Avenger #1. Like the main Avenger whenever they go fight the Kang Dynasty.
Oh, that would be interesting if Loki was on the side of the Avengers.
I think he will be.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, I definitely think that's where we're going with this. Is he's going to be the one to say, all right, go get these guys. These guys are going. We need these guys. And because there's a comic book art where it's called Loki Prime, where Loki creates like the Avenger, the Prime Avengers outside of time.
Yeah.
Very similar to like the Rock that's there, and he creates like an Avengers Tower, and he's called Loki Prime, and he leads a multiversal kind of Avenger team, and he's the central point of the Avengers after he goes through. He's tired of losing, and this is his way of becoming a hero in sense. And I think that's going to give us to like. I think that what we're going to
that plays off of everything they're doing right now so well. That could be true.
I think that's where they're going with it, and I think that our on your left moment is going to be Thor. When it's
because they have said they're working to a Thor and Loki reunion.
Yeah. So I think the on your left moment is going to be Thor finally shining up. Because remember, Thor, the last thing Thor pretty much said is like, the sun will shine on us together again, brother. Mm-hmm. The sun will shine on us together again.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that is going to be our on your left when all this shit pops off. Is them two come together, and then Loki is going to have to explain how he's so much different now. Because we're seeing more character development with Loki right now than ever.
Oh, yeah.
Ever, bro. So I really, really like what we're getting right now. I'm kind of annoyed with Sylvie.
Yeah, Sylvie's very basic.
Bruh, I'm annoyed with Sylvie, bruh. She's acting like this is everybody else's fault.
And I do not like her haircut.
Nah, her haircut whack.
It looks so weird. I mean, I guess it's very 80s, but
yeah. But she's walking around like, you guys don't know what y'all are doing, and everything's falling apart. I'm like, bitch, you stabbed the man.
Like, facts.
You did this. Like, this is all your fault. Mm-hmm. Loki tried to get you to just think for a moment. The episode ends with Victor Timely, Ouroboros, Loki, B-15, Chad or Clancy or whatever his name is. I don't remember his name. The guy with many jobs. One day he's mopping. One day he's fixing TV. Casey.
You're close.
Thanks, bro. They are at the temporal loom. It's being overloaded. Victor Timely is like, I gotta go out there. And I knew immediately this was not gonna go well. Like, something in my brain. I
did not see that happening. Oh my God, they caught me.
They caught you? For some odd reason, he
worked the shit out of me.
I was, when he got down there, he grabbed that thing. I looked at Lindsay, I was like, he ain't gonna make it. Because they were doing it like a comedy gag in my house. I was like, this sounds like a comedy. He's gonna get hyped up, ready. They started playing the music, the triumphant music. The shit opened up. I was like, oh, he is definitely not making it, bro. You know what it reminded me of? Cabin in the Woods. When Chris Hemsworth was on the motorcycle. He's like, I want to jump. You never seen it? Well, he jumps with the motorcycle to like escape over a canyon. And then he hits a magical wall and dies. And it was the same feeling I was getting. But
dog, the spaghetti.
The spaghetti, bro.
Spaghetti is becoming a big thing in Marvel.
Mobius. Remember Ouroboros? Then you go turn to the spaghetti, and then your skin will rip off for you, and we're all going to die.
But I'm just saying, same thing happened to Mr. Fantastic. Spaghetti.
Ant-Man.
Giant Man in Ant-Man Quantumania. Spaghetti. And now Victor Timely.
And then Michael Keaton Batman. Spaghetti. You know what I mean?
Multiverse.
Multiverse. Fantastic. Cabin in the Woods, good call. Yeah, man. It was a Cabin in the Woods moment, bro. But, yeah, Victor Timely, he's dead, or so we think. And then the loom explodes, and everyone is looking in terror. We got, like, that Denzel tear almost coming out of Loki. And then fade to black. That's how it ends. We're left in suspense.
Nah, hold the fuck up. If they did not fade to black, they
cut.
They cut to black, and then they held it for a minute. So you're like, okay, what's gonna happen? And then credits, and you're like, you fucking assholes.
Can I say, man, this season of Loki is my favorite Marvel season.
Okay.
It is. To me, it's over WandaVision. To me, it's over Loki season 1, Moon Knight. So far, these 6 episodes, they've had some slow moments, but I have not been sitting here this excited in a very long time.
I am Disney very excited for the next episode. Every episode, I'm like, okay, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm really, really digging it, man. I'm very happy. And next week we're going to get. Did you see the trailer for next week?
They do trailers?
You have to go online and find it. I saw it.
Oh no, I don't ever do that,
bro. I saw it by accident.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it fucked me up.
Really?
I got more questions now.
What happened? What fucked you up about it?
So pretty much, we get the Loki's going to be time slipping again.
Okay.
He goes to the power sports that we saw in the trailer where we see the jet skis. Okay. And then they're talking, and you hear another voice, and it sounds like Kang talking. It doesn't sound like Victor. It doesn't sound like He Who Remains.
Ooh.
And then
I think he's only supposed to be in one more episode.
And then we see a hologram of Kang from Quantumania.
Ooh.
Quantumania Kang is going to be bruh.
That's interesting.
That fucked me up. And they bring him up as soon as they're talking about like he will return. Like they're like, we gotta get ready. He will return, and it's Ant-Man Quantumania with the metal green.
Oh, okay.
With the purple, with the armor. In the next week's episode.
All right. All right, that's interesting.
Bruh.
I'm excited, man.
Dog. I'm so here for this. I have so many theories that I think is happening, but then at the same time, I'm disproving all my own theories because I just have no clue anymore. I'm like, okay, so Victor Timely had to go become the temporal aura that everybody else has. So I think Victor Timely is the original variant.
Okay.
So I think Victor Timely is the original variant, and then when he went out there and now his temporal aura got split off, now all of the timelines are opened, which means now we're going to get the birth of He Who Remains, who I think is Kang from Quantumania. He's going to go off into Ant-Man world, get defeated, go out there and go get displaced, go get Eliath, and go do his thing. I think that's what's popping, but I don't know. I'm so confused for it. But I do think further that He Who Remains is the King from Quantumania. I think they're the same person.
I don't think they're the same.
Well, I don't think they're the same person, but I think that the Kang in Quantumania will end up becoming, because they have the same goal.
Quantumania was fuck you, I want to rule the world.
He wants to do the sacred timeline.
Like He Who Remains was like, man, I just want to keep things calm and cool and okay.
You think?
Yeah.
What if he was playing everything and this was all his plan?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because how else would he know to go drop off the book to Victor Timely?
Because there's millions of different variants, and he just knew. He knows. I got to get myself.
I paved the road.
I got to close the loop. I got to go make sure I get this book, or this never happens.
So my question to you is, when do you think this takes place? Do you think this takes place before Spider-Man or after Spider-Man?
Okay, so here's how I imagine the Loki series. So you know how OCD I am with my rewatches and shit and my chronological order. So Loki takes place outside of time and space.
Yeah.
All right. So Loki, I literally like right after the first Avengers, I have it spread out all the way across up until now. So I feel like this is all going on outside time and space throughout the time of the sacred timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the timeline's going on while this is going on too.
Okay. I can buy that. I also think that the multiversal war never ended.
Okay.
I don't think the multiversal war ever ended. I think what He Who Remains was doing, he just removed us from the multiversal war. When he created the loom, and I don't believe the sacred timeline is one timeline. I think the sacred timeline are a bunch of different timelines. And as long as a timeline does not correlate into a creation of Kang, it's allowed to flow through the loom. So there's thousands of timelines that Kang knows about, or that He Who Remains knows about. It's not just one path.
It's an interesting thought.
Because there's all those hundreds of timelines going into the loom, and they come out like a threaded rope. Okay. So I don't think it's just one. So I think it's a sacred timeline with a bunch of different branch timelines. They go through the loom, and there's a collection of timelines. Now that the loom has exploded, all those other variations of different timelines, which would have led to Kangs, I think they only prune timelines that would have led to a Kang.
Okay, that's interesting.
Now we're going to have all the Kangs. They're going to want to go meet up with Fu Manchu Kang and Egyptian Kang, because I think they're from different multiverses, which I think are different than timelines. I no longer think that a multiverse is the same as a timeline. I think that multiverses are totally different.
That's interesting. I don't.
I'll tell you why. Because you have like an animated multiverse and a paint multiverse. So I think that those multiverses each have their own like Big Bang.
Well, yeah, on their timeline.
Not on our timeline. A different.
But on their timeline.
Because remember when we saw episode 6 last season, they had 2 different universes. I think each of those are 2 different universes, each with their own timelines.
Yeah.
And America Chavez is the only one that can move between multiverses. But in your own universe, you can jump through time. They stacked them.
Okay, maybe.
That's what I think, bro.
But I feel you.
I think Fu Manchu is from like Universe 815.
Yeah.
Egyptian God card is from Universe 12. We're 616. But in 616, our He Who Remains has created a 616 timeline branch, I guess, rope, that there's only one Kang variant, and that was him.
Okay. I mean, I don't see that, but hey, who knows? Maybe you have called some crazy shit already, so I'm never going to put nothing past
I'm nerding out over here, man. It's a lot.
Exactly. I mean, you've been on point, so
I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. This makes all my other opinions go out the window, because I always thought that at a certain point in the timeline separating, it creates a new universe. Like What If? I think What If fucked us up. Like the Captain Carter universe, I think that's a totally different universe with its own Big Bang, not our universe where Steve Rogers was Captain America.
Well, yeah, it's definitely its own universe. It's right. Obviously a different universe,
but it's not a timeline. It's not like a different in the timeline. It's their own.
But they have
universe.
Their own timeline,
right? I thought that What If was like somewhere in our timeline we had a Captain Carter. I don't think that's the thing.
What if in this universe, on this timeline, it happened this way?
Right. We hear. I had a misunderstanding.
Well, no. That's the timeline and universe are the same thing. Like
no,
each universe has its own timeline.
Timeline universe is not the same thing. They're different.
Okay.
I think they're different.
I know. I'm saying, I was like, okay, I'm not going to put it past you because
let me ask you this question: what could happen in our timeline that would turn us all into paint?
It's just that universe is paint. That universe on that timeline is paint.
That universe is a separate universe.
Yeah.
Right. It's not our universe.
No, it's not. It's also not our timeline.
Yeah.
It's that universe's timeline.
Right. So yeah, what I was saying is I think He Who Remains pruned all the branches on our universe that would have led to Kangs. That separates us from the multiversal war. So when he's like, I harnessed Goliath and I ended the multiversal war, we're over here.
I don't think that's true, but I feel what you're saying. Okay.
How else is that Council of Kangs already out there then? You know what I'm saying?
Because there's other universes that are not pruned yet.
We can't prune those universes' timelines.
You could if they went to them. Oh,
I don't think
outside of time now.
I don't think He Who Remains was pruning other universes' timelines. I think he was just pruning 616 timelines.
Okay.
And keeping us separate from everybody else's.
All right. That's what's up.
That's what I think.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying, let me know.
Good.
Let me know if you understand what I'm saying. Maybe I lost it. I
feel like every universe has its own timeline. I don't see how they're separate from each other, but all right, cool.
Like I think 616 has like 1,000, 1,500 million different timelines.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's it, bro. But it'll be interesting. But I do think Loki ends up being He Who Remains. And he tries to multiverse hop and go get Deadpool and Wolverine and Beast. Maybe we're hearing Beasts in Marvels. I don't know.
Yeah, if Beast shows up in Marvels, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Kelsey Grammer, baby, Frasier. Maybe if it's just Frasier. Maybe it's just Kelsey Grammer as Frasier, man.
My shit.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Anyway. That's all I got. That's all of my stuff. Let me catch up with I got the chat pulled up over here. Okay. So, Protocol 42 will be Kang's snapping event. What's up with 42, man? 42 is the number. 42 is the number from Spider-Man.
23 is the number too.
23?
Yeah, the number 23. It shows up everywhere.
It does. I'm just thinking about the multiverse, like the Spider, Universe 42.
Yeah, I mean.
Mephisto is going to show up. I think Mephisto showed up in the Ironheart.
Possibly.
They got Sacha Baron Cohen casting in Ironheart.
He just said something recently about who he might be or something. I didn't look into it. I didn't really care. For right now, I don't believe anything's coming until we get a trailer for it.
Facts.
Daredevil broke my heart, so now I'm cynical.
I'm glad that they did that with Daredevil. That means they're paying attention. They're trying to fix things. Good theory, Lando. Now I want to see a branch get pruned simultaneously with the disintegration of a Kang. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. He's only pruning the branches that lead to other variations of Kang. Now that Victor Timely's temporal aura was sent across into all the timelines, that's how they're able to use each other to open up the doors. You feel me?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think you're right, but I know what you're saying.
You feels me, son? All right.
Yeah, I feel you.
Kingsport Cow, read the comics. Which comic do I read for this, man? Tell me. Which one? I've read a lot of them. It don't work like that. It don't work like that with What If ? I just think that all those different people we saw in What If are on their own specific universes is all. Mm-hmm. The Sacred Timeline. Like I said, I think the Sacred Timeline is only for 616. I don't think Sacred Timeline is part of 838. Like, I don't think he was pruning.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think he was pruning the John Krasinski Fantastic Four shit. I don't think he was pruning those. That's over there. That's 838. That's a whole different universe. Lando is like Selvig from Thor Dark World. Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Who said that?
That was fantastic.
Good call, Freddie.
Listen. And then Kingsport House saying, put the weed down. Listen, I'll be smoking some weed December 4th once I put in my terminal. But I got you. I'm serious though, man. I'm so serious. I'm so bought in on this. That's the only way it makes sense. That's the only way it makes sense. Because why do you? I don't think they're interchangeable. I don't, sir. I do not buy that for $1. Okay. Negative Ghost Rider.
All right.
All right, man. What else we got? Anything else you want to say on Loki, bro?
I want to go to bed.
Yeah, you look sleepy, dog.
I'm dying.
I got nothing for you. Well, hopefully next week we see Mobius selling jet skis. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. But guys, it was so much fun hanging out with y'all. Everybody tell BC to wake up. It was a blast.
It's always a blast. It's good to. I've been wanting to have this show back. I mean, last week we couldn't go. We couldn't go the week before. It's just been busy. But oh man,
yeah, it's been fun.
So good to be back.
Yeah. When's Matt Tight come back? When the SAG strike is over?
I don't know. When the strike's over, me and Jay will talk and figure out what we're gonna do. So
I got you, bro. Well, guys, as always, it's a pleasure. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Comment down below. Tell me your weird Loki theories. Do you believe me? Are you with me? Hashtag multiverses are not the same as timelines. It's a long hashtag. Go Cowboys, says Fredtastic. Hey, the Eagles are playing the Redskins today. I mean, the Commandalorians. But, guys, this is the Lando Project. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Hey, before we go, at that Commanders game, and Eagles game, I hope Bane shows up.
Bane?
I hope Bane shows up.
This is the wrong multiverse, man.
I'm sorry.
Finger guns. We out.